So it's March 2nd, 2020, and I've been a little behind the ball on things. Those of you that have been following my 2020 Tour Divide kind of journey, I had some videos last year, like an introductory, and um, I don't, I honestly don't fully recall what I had for a video. Uh, Kind of coincidentally, like 2 years ago, uh, 2 years ago, I came down pretty sick with like bronchitis, and it took, I don't know, probably a good 6 weeks just to get over it. Maybe 6 weeks to 2 months, I don't know, something like that. And this year, uh, came down with a respiratory illness. Thankfully, so far, not coronavirus. Um, but I just came down ill, and I finally starting to feel better. I've been off the bike for way too long, 3, 4 weeks. I've got the trainer set up in the house and starting to get back into that groove of things. But I wanted to provide kind of a Tour Divide 2020 update. There are some of you out there that have posted some comments and sent me some messages, and I really appreciate that. Keeping tabs on me, finding out what's going on, finding out what my plan is. Where am I going with this? When am I departing? Here in Tennessee. When do I plan to arrive in Calgary and Banff? And when am I leaving Banff? Originally, it was looking like it was going to be a three-person trip. Myself, my dad, and then my younger brother. It looked like we were going to make this journey this year. Due to some things in his own life right now, he didn't think he'd be able to make that commitment come June, so he's graciously backed out. He actually was here back at Christmas. I gave him Stan, the original small Stradale frame that I had last year, or not last year, but in 2018, that went from Banff to Helena. So I gave him that frame, and so his plan will be to build up a bike, and eventually we'll go and do it. But for him, it wasn't going to happen this year. As far as my dad and I, we're committed to it, but given the circumstances right now with the coronavirus and travel restrictions and things like that, we're not really terrified by it. We are staying well informed about it. Right now, actually previous to that, our plan has been either to fly up to Calgary on June 23rd or June 30th, and then depart from Banff the following day. Just a couple weeks ago, we kind of set a hard date of June 23rd with a departure from Banff early on the 24th. Since then, with this spread of this coronavirus and travel restrictions and things like that, we're kind of slightly tapping the brakes on it, and not really sure if we're going to go or not this year. We're just kind of playing things by ear and see what happens. The plan for me is I still plan on doing this this video blog for this year, because there's a lot of things to discuss from 2 years ago. I've got the new bike frame for this year, or potentially future year if this year does not happen. It's a medium Stradale. It's all interior routed cabling. It's an improvement off of 2018. It's a bigger frame, so I think I'll fit better with it. A lot of the same gearing. I still have the same wrap on it from 2 years ago. This is kind of my exclusive bike packing bike. Got new flats for it. There'll be some things to discuss with this, things that I learned, things that I'm going to do differently, like the wrap. As a part of doing kind of a discussion of that wrap, I plan on putting a video out there that you all can kind of reference as to how to do a Harlequin wrap, that maybe is 2-tone or 3-tone or even 4-tone, 4 colors. So there's a lot of things to discuss with that. There's some gearing strategies that I've learned from 2 years ago, like lighter gear, what I had, what I'm going to, different bags. I've got to make a frame bag for this, so I'll do another video about a frame bag, but thanks to some comments that I've received, I will be more mindful in the editing so that it's a shorter video and kind of more informational as opposed to just falling asleep at a long video. So this is just kind of the update for Tour Divide 2020. I'm still planning for June. I don't know if it's going to happen just because the travel stuff right now and the coronavirus and all that. I'm going to still prepare. I'm going to still try to do some videos and stuff. When I know officially what's going to happen, of course I'll update you guys. And if it doesn't happen this year, it can happen next year. This year's a very busy year for me. I'm in the process of getting married in October, and in the process of potentially, if everything goes well, closing in on a house that I'm buying with my fiance in April. So June may not be the best time this year for me to go and do the Tour Divide, but I'm going to still plan on it, but we'll just see what kind of time has to hold and what fate has to hold, and keep you guys in the loop, and together we can learn about this and learn about bike packing and what it takes and what the gearing is, and just kind of learn together. So just a brief little update. If you got any comments, feel free to submit them. If you want to reach out to me, you can go to the About tab of my channel, and you can always send me a private message on Google+. So just a brief little update. Like I said, starting to feel better. Still planning for June 23rd, but right now it's kind of up in the air. Just got to see what happens.